Who is Sanzima?
When you ask me and say who's Sanzima, I'm none other than part of my family. I'm a member of the International Coach Federation and the Coaches and Mentors of South Africa, COMENSA.
Let me ask at the offset, what made you write this book?
You see, as coaches, we are very shy. We stay behind. We are very interested in understanding you, the client. A number of times, we will always say that we are in partnership in your journey, and I'm interested in your success. Your success is my success. Your failures are my failures, but we never get the opportunity for me to tell you who is this coach that is coaching you. My organization started as a football club in Hillbrow. Hillbrow is a community of single parents who work in Rosebank, and then they come late at night, children go astray. And the only way to attract the children is to immerse yourself inside the children. That's how we started the organization. If you are going to bring coaching to the children alone, it's not going to be sustainable. Because coaching is almost like you ignite people to be self-directed, whereas mentoring, you handhold people through the challenges of life. The mentorship side of it, the holistic side of it, is to say the moment the child is born is the project of their parents. And when they get to a point where the parents let go, they become the project of themselves. You know, when you grow up in these villages in Africa, there is this strong belief that as a child, you are born into a family, but you belong to the village. Every elder in that village is your parent.
And tell us about this third grade scholar. What is a third grade scholar?
I had a very loving and creative grandfather. He worked in the South here and was exposed to learning to write, and he was one of the key school committee members. So he was very conflicted because I had to look after the cattle, and at the same time I had to go to school. And he negotiated a very amazing arrangement for me and my cousin. So we started alternating. So today I will go to school, and then he goes to the field to look after the livestock. And then tomorrow I go to the field and he goes to school. And every time I come back from heading the cattle and I come into a class, I'm behind on syllabus. So either way I was stuck. If you lose the livestock, the following day you don't come to school. You must go and find the cattle before you can come to school. So it became a challenge, and I decided that whenever I was in the field, I would carry my books with me and make sure that I catch up the following day when I'm in the class, I'm at the same level with them. And that's where the head boy scholar came from.
How do you relate this experience?
In your professional life or even in your personal life, you will always have to deal with conflict. And in English or in the language of management or leadership, they will call it managing up.
What makes village football different?
It is so integral to the culture, to your village or your traditional. The parents are so much part of it. In our Muribani, we're such a small village. In many cases, if we go away on a football game and there is a wedding, it's not going to be happening.
I'm going to touch on an emotional side, but talking about your late mother. In fact, your book is dedicated to your late mom. But it almost felt like in this chapter, when you were talking about being born to serve, you were being handed the baton, and you were receiving a baton from your mother.
Yeah, I have observed her doing a number of things, amazing things in the badimong village. One of those including mobilizing women to start the very first women society in the village. That until today is still going on, meeting in her yard every month and really taking the course of their life into their own hands so successfully. And yet, when you look at our background, we don't have any abundance really of anything to offer. But what we offered was the facilitation and enablement. And I thought that when I reflect back, if you go to my corporate life from Siemens, ABSA, Motorola, Sasol, up to Dr. Richard Mabonya Institute, I've always been called in to facilitate interventions that actually enable other people. But when you read Richard Lyther's book about purpose, he tells you that a purpose is not a purpose unless it serves others. Then I realized that actually it's not about me. As much as you want it to be about you and you call it a purpose, it's not a purpose, it's probably a goal. A purpose becomes a purpose when it serves the others. And you actually get joy when you're doing it. And that's where I even say that coaching is not about money. Yes, it's a profession, but it's really about saving others. And then I really realized that this is me.